Are you tired from Baby Shark Song? Well, this game will be like a therapy to you. Welcome to Death in the Water 2, newly released horror survival title made by Lighthouse Game Studio. So recently I came across to this game, decided to try it out. And oh boy, this was actually a pleasant experience for first 10 minutes. Apparently it's a repetitive game, so it's a round-based game. There's no in-depth story or anything like that. At least I didn't encounter it. So each round you have certain tasks. You need to survive wave of shark attacks. That's it. And around the map you can also do some exploring. Two things I'll give a huge plus. So there is some quality sounds in the game. I was quite shocked. It exactly feels like you were in a scuba gear, especially when you touch in the surface or rock. It actually feels like you're underwater. Huge credit to that. Also the light reflections are amazing. It gives a really authentic look. Even though in some areas the bloom is a bit too much, it kind of blinds you. It's not that critical. Each round you're searching for treasure chests, you're looting them so you can get gold. With that gold at the end of each round you can upgrade your gear, your weapons, you can unlock new weapons. And also you have the survival chests. They're dropping ammunition, medkit, anti-venom kits. Game is not a simulation, I can tell you that. It's hardcore arcade shooter. Yeah, you actually forgetting that you're playing a horror game. At some point it became so repetitive, it feels like I was the scariest character in this horror game. Because repetitiveness killed the jump scare, repetitiveness killed the surprise attack from this randomly moving sharks. Because you're in the water, they can come from any direction, up, below. There's danger noodles. The most annoying enemy was danger noodle though. Those suckers are really hard to hit. Unless you have thalassophobia or aquaphobia, you'll actually really enjoy this game. With this quality, surface reflection and sound, it actually kind of feels like simulator. That is until you switch to a combat. If you get swarmed, you might have a really bad time, but unfortunately, that is not the case if you unlock the shotgun. I'll say that shotgun is my favorite. Basically, one taps every basic shark, and the toughest one you'll require between like 4 and 6 rounds. So do not ignore treasure chests, gear yourself up, upgrade weapons and your character quick as possible. Basically in last 6 rounds you'll be a doomslayer underwater with all the gear you have. Maybe minigun and shotgun are my favorite weapons. You also have this grenades. One of them will blind sharks and second one will gather all of them together. One of the disappointments I had, the pistol. Pistol had an explosive bullet. I thought sharks will pop like balloons as soon as you hit them with this pistol, and there will be a huge blood splash with shark guts, etc. But no, it just produces a little light. That's it. You don't see actually much of destruction when you hit these enemies. They just become scarred. However, the huge disappointment was when I realized how repetitive this game is and the final boss fight. I thought something would have happened in last round, but the worst boss fight I had in any of the games. You're fighting this kraken, which is literally a giant octopus. You're reducing its health and screen goes black. You don't even see its dead body. There is no cutscene, nothing, just text. And I was like, what the This game definitely required some expansion, a much more smarter AI, many more different type of enemies. Like you put Siren, why did you stop at one mythical creature? Add more stuff. And you could have added a better map where you're stuck in this underwater cave. It becomes really tight, you can barely turn. That's what would I give credit to. However, nothing I expected did came true. All developers should get inspired by this game because we seriously leak this underwater horror survival genre. Not many of them coming out. And it's a really cool concept. I'll say this one visually and sound-wise is the best one. Pretty sure it would have been even cool in VR. And I hope many more games like this will come out with less repetitiveness and more quality animations. But yeah, at the end there was like 3 or 4 shark types, one danger noodle, one siren, eel, and one Kraken. That's it. Definitely only try this game if it's on sale. It's not something revolutionary. Oh, and just an idea what developer can add to this game, or any other developer that is making this type of game. Add complex underwater cave map, but also there add a currency. So if you're not gonna escape from it, it will suck you and your character will die. Add more complex shipwrecks. Add new animation to an explosive weaponry. I want this marine creatures tear apart. You can add scuba jet as an upgrade or something. You can add a gun where it throws a net. When you fire it to a group of sharks, it will basically trap them all, so you can eliminate them easily. Or multiple danger noodles swimming at you, instead of shooting them one by one, wasting ammunition, throw the net. Bam, they're all trapped. Add a melee weapon. Seriously, not having knife underwater? You crazy? And make an animation where you stab it onto a mech and you swim with it until it bleeds out. Melee weapon would have been awesome as well. These ideas that I just generated could have been the simple game mechanics that would have improved the game quality. This idea shows how shallow this game is. This game is so simple right now. It feels like developers released this game a bit too early. They could have added a lot of more stuff if they delayed it a bit. Feels like a money grab. Hope all of these things that I said will be implemented in the next game, if they ever gonna produce one. Also add maps where you need to swim even more down, where it becomes pitch black. And add a new upgrade mechanic. It basically improves your scuba diving gear, or maybe it even gives you a new suit where you can dive even more deeper. And as deeper you go, you encounter with more marine life, maybe even giant squid, or those creepy ghost looking marine life that you encounter in deep sea. Underwater environment is a really interesting concept, and I hope we're gonna see a much more interesting underwater game than this or Subnautica. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.
Does not appear to be targeting the silence with its mind control attacks. Those fiends are hunting you on their own accord. It's almost like they are protecting each other. We're picking up a fair amount of activity in the new dive zone. Make your way there slowly and don't engage anything unless you need to.